evening, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of the GQM Garage Show. This is a moment I've been waiting for what seems like an eternity, but here we are. We finally made it. I know I've been away for the last 8 months or so, but I can assure you it's been all for good reason. I've been working on settling into the what is my new home, but also the new GQM Garage, which I'm very excited to unveil to everybody here tonight. So without further ado, let's take a tour of the new GQM Garage. Follow me. Build the suspense a little bit. So right this way, we're entering the workshop area of the new GQM Garage. Not to go into too much detail, but this property was a very extremely complicated property, and it took 10 months to close on it from start to finish. I had to do quite a bit of negotiations, wheeling and dealings, and really sell myself and have to get people to work with me, because there were so many people along the way that could have put a stop to everything and ended me in our tracks. And pretty much every hurdle that could have possibly came up, we hit, and we almost lost out on the deal multiple times. There were some complications with this whole property, but they were, to me, they were opportunity, because if it wasn't for those issues, I definitely would never have been able to buy a place like this. I work a day job. I do a 9-to-5 work, and cars just my hobby. It's my passion. But I unfortunately I'm not super loaded or anything either. So very lucky, very grateful, and I'm just without words and so happy to be here. So this is the garage. This is a separate building on the property. It's 5,800 square feet, which is like absolutely ridiculous and absurd to say, but it's 5,800 square feet. This building was built in 2007, and it was mostly completed. I did do a little bit of work so far since we've been here. First, I want to take a look at the floor here. So all the concrete was bare before. It's been coated now with rust bullet concrete epoxy. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the product, and I'm not plugging them. Believe me, I'm not getting any sponsorship from them, but I've used their metal coatings before in automotive, and when I found out that they have a concrete epoxy, or I shouldn't even say it's not even an epoxy. I think it's a polyurethane. Now that I might be messing that up, but the key is that all the epoxy kits they saw for garage floors, they talked about how when you come in there with a hot tire, which would happen quite a bit here, when you go and move the car after it's cooled down, it'll rip the material right up off of the concrete. So this is supposed to be resistant against that, and I can honestly say it's pretty rugged, because I've dropped stuff on it and have already been, putting traffic on it, and I haven't had any issues. But it and the lighting reflects off of the floor like so nice. It's a semi-metallic gray finish, and it just looks the business. The other thing that I've done in the garage, aside from moving the whole shop and everything in here, is all the lighting. I have 38 of these LED fixtures in here. I started off with 20 and hoping that was going to be enough, but after I started hanging them, it turned out that they definitely wasn't enough. So we added all of them. We'll take a walk here. Please forgive some of the mess, because I'm still not really quite settled in. I haven't had much time to do anything car related other than get the garage in here and just organize everything too. Mostly, as you can see, I still got some crap hanging out, but yeah, I mean, there's tons of cabinet space. It's definitely great, and just having the organization. Whereas the other place that I was renting which was a commercial space, and I split it with a friend of mine at the time, and I definitely didn't have anywhere near the caliber of this level of space or just even storage to like organize everything. So it's so cool to have that. This really is a dream garage, I can honestly say. I mean, even the girders in this place, it's got they're 24-inch I-beams. It's unbelievable how big they are and how like well built and overbuilt everything was. You also notice the floor, there's radiant heat throughout the whole building, in the upstairs and in the concrete below us. It's pretty amazing. So I got the Project RX-7 in here. I know I haven't really talked about this, but this is gonna be my, I guess I'll unveil it now. This is my really no expense spared, balls to the wall build. It's going to be, right now, I'm pretty confident it's going to be an all-motor 20B build, but I kind of, the four-rotor thing's becoming more and more available, so I may entertain doing that. But if you come this way, some of you may recognize the vintage barrel furniture, 1970s Sears. I've moved that over here. It fits nicely over there in the corner. Out here, plenty of parking space. Haven't done too much with my running RX-7 yet on the channel, but this is something that I'd like to do a review for. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it this year. I'm still doing a lot of house projects, unfortunately. But this is something to look forward to in the future. You guys may know my ITB Miata here. My BMW Z4M Coupe. This is another car that I'd like to do a review on. Over there in the corner, the little turbocharged Red Devil. And then Project S2000, which again, I've really been slacking on, but that's gonna be, we'll have more updates with that soon and some of the other stuff that I'm gonna be doing to it. So if you come this way, and this is actually isn't the whole garage. You come out here, I have another bay to utilize, which is pretty awesome. So this is more for like storage and whatnot. But yeah, it's just really, it's just amazing how much space I have now, and it's going to take. It's a space that I can grow into. It's not something that I'm just loading it up and just trying to find areas to put everything. So. So, I'm going to be doing a little walking and talking here. My cameraman had to take off, so it's just going to be you and me guys for the rest of the tour here. But that's the whole downstairs, the garage space and the workshop area. So we can make our way back up. I'll show you guys the upstairs. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do with that whole upstairs yet, just because there's so much space up there, and I got a lot of ideas, but not a lot of time to go ahead and implement them. But yeah, here's the this is the foyer area, which is actually pretty nice. There's a lot of nice woodwork out here. One thing I really love is I just love the smell of fresh wood. It's just something about it. It's comforting to me, and to especially have a house with woodwork and stuff in it. It's really a dream come true. But make our way up here. Ding dong. Yep, there's a freaking doorbell for the upstairs of this place. So again, this is the upstairs of a garage. Isn't it just absolutely unbelievably ridiculous? I mean, look at that woodwork and the smell. I wish you guys can smell the smell that's up here. It's something else. just a big empty space right now. Oh, there goes the alarm clock. I'm really not sure what I'm going to be doing up here. It's probably eventually going to become a ricer hangout / lounge. Got a lot of ideas floating around, like I said, but I'm just not quite sure what I'm going to do yet to implement them. I am thinking though it might need a couple racing sim rigs up here. I think it'd be pretty awesome to be able to go head to head and just have a nice place to hang out, you know? The wood on the floors, this is all reclaimed hardwood. The only thing that I have executed up here so far is my office. I do IT work for a living. A lot of people ask me what I do for a living, but I do network security, and realistically I could do my job almost anywhere. So one thing that was really important to me is I want to have a nice office space. Just for when I'm working remotely, or also when I'm coming up here to edit all my Ricer videos for the channel. Yeah, I just, so I splurged a little bit and figured I'd do it once and be done with it, but I wanted a real baller ass desk, you know? I just want to feel like a fucking gangster when I'm sitting up here and doing my thing. But now, I don't know if many of you really know this, but one of my wet dream cars is a Viper GTS, one of the Gen 5s, so that's why I got that there as my background. But kind of continuing here, this is one of the walk-in closets. I mean, again, the craftsmanship in the woodwork is just amazing. It really is amazing. All cedar too, and the smell. And check this out, I think this is pretty funny. For any of you guys who are Seinfeld fans, this always reminds me of Seinfeld, because they got these drawers, and they're so god-darn deep. I always think back to that episode where Kramer had all the Asian fellas sleeping in the drawers, when I see how deep these drawers are. But yeah. So here's my office. That's all that I was able to muster up so far for up here. Alright guys, so that concludes the tour of the new GQM Garage. I hope that you all enjoyed it. And you know, like I said, I'm just so thankful and so happy that everything worked out, that the pieces fell into place, and we got through all the hurdles, and here we are. We're here. It's really an awesome feeling. Like I don't think I've ever achieved anything like this in my life, and it feels really great. This actually is the most difficult undertaking I've ever endured. It really tested every end of my wits and my patience, and just required 100%, or 110%. Every day I was on the phone or meeting with people, proposals, action plans. It was unbelievable, and even trying to get a mortgage was ridiculous. I had to go through 2 lenders because nobody wanted to even deal with the property just by its uniqueness and some of the things that were going on with it. So it really is a great feeling. Going forward, the content's going to be a little bit slow. I have a ton of shit that I still have to do. There's no shortage of work for me right now, but with the momentum that I've had and that I still have, I've gotten a lot done. So I should sooner than later be able to start producing more content again, which I'm really excited about. I think the new space here is just going to be great for shooting video. I got way better lighting, way more open space. Nothing's as crammed like it was in the old place. So that definitely opens up the door for a lot of new possibilities, new projects, and anything that like you guys want to see or have suggestions. Definitely feel free to throw it in the box below. Anybody who's in Connecticut and local, if you want to do some stuff either on your own card, maybe an install, or you want to do a one take, or you know, you got some ideas, feel free to private message me, and I'd be more than happy to entertain that. So yeah, I think that's just about it. Thanks everyone who stayed subscribed during my hiatus. It's awesome that you're all still with me. And anybody who's new to the channel, thank you for coming during this time of my absence. And that's about it. So stay tuned, guys. I'm looking forward to a whole new beginning, new future here. So that's it. Done.